Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got a pickups and channel update coming for me right now. So this is what's going on here. This is me standing in my soon-to-be new game room. Now nothing's really set up here. It's a fairly empty room, and you can probably hear the echo because there's really nothing in this room other than this shelf and myself right now, and a few video games that I picked up. So some things that I picked up here, pretty cool. I got myself like a little shelf here of stuff that I picked up, so just move that here in frame a little bit. Maybe I can step back a little bit so I'm in frame, but here we go. So one of the things that I found while I was out at a Value Village was this right here, and that's just an adapter for the Game Boy Advance SP, just the power adapter for it. Hard to turn these down, although I have turned a few down. They're a little bit overpriced, but this one was only $3, so I figured I'd pick that up. Pretty good score. I also picked up a red nunchuck. This was in a baggie. I think this was $2.99 as well, so it's in good shape, and I'm pretty sure it's first party. Like, it feels quality. I don't really see like any Nintendo markings on it though, so I'm wondering, I haven't seen a Wii nunchuck or whatever this is, whichever this is, the nunchuck in a long time. I'm wondering if this is like legit or what, but I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think it had any Nintendo markings on it, and I mean, it feels good and it feels right, so that's all right there. And like I said, that was, you know, under $3 basically for that, so that was a pretty good deal. When I was at one of my thrifting adventures, I ran into another collector who was also there looking for video games, and he told me that if you go to the dollar store, they had copies of this game on for sale. And I went in and I had them in my hand, and I was just like, I don't know if I want to buy these because I don't have a system for it. And I just sort of like left them there that day. And then Buried on Mars posted a pickup, not a pickup, but rather he posted something on Twitter where he had picked it up because I had put a tweet out there saying like, am I crazy for not picking this up? And he picked them up. So the next day I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go back in. It's not a big deal, it doesn't cost that much, and it's worth it even though I don't have either systems, and that is Titanfall 2. So I picked up 2 copies of that. They're brand new, obviously. Got those from a dollar store, you know, and they might still have copies of it. This is the last copy on the PS4 though that I saw, which was kind of interesting because they had other copies on PS4 which had like a ripped, not cover, but like the plastic, the new plastic on it was ripped or whatever, and that copy was gone, but this copy remained, so I ended up getting both of those, and they were $4 each, and that was a pretty good deal. I walked actually into a Salvation Army, which I don't normally go into, which is kind of interesting, but I went in this time around and it was pretty cool that I was able to find a couple of different games here. The first one here I picked up for the GameCube was Def Jam Vendetta, and that's pretty awesome right there. Sorry about the focus there, a little out of focus. Let's see if I can, there we go. But yeah, totally complete there, and I might need to resurface it a little bit, but $3 for that, killer deal I think. Gonna do that all day long. And then I also picked up at the same time, come on, focus, let's go here, Luigi's Mansion, and that was also $3, missing the manual, but beggars can't be choosers, and I rarely ever find anything in the Salvation Army because they usually put the stuff out for auction, so really nice score right there. And then this one, probably one of the better scores that I've gotten recently, although the condition's not really there. I can resurface these, so I'll get around to that eventually when I get all the stuff kind of set up, but I'll get into it right now. So the first one here that I got was a copy of Beautiful Joe. This was $6, or Beautiful Joe 2, sorry, and this was $6, and this focus is driving me nuts today, but there we go. So pretty nice all around, I think. Glad to find that. And then Tom and Jerry, War of the Whiskers. So pretty cool right there, and I think that one has its manual or something. I don't know, it's got a lot of paperwork in there anyways. I'll have to go through that and double check. It might be not good, but that one surprisingly, come on, focus. Surprisingly, that title right there, I don't really see that often. I think it's a little bit, not pricey, but you know, something to that effect anyways, because that one there, like I said, I'd never seen it before, so I thought I'd go for it. And then I also picked up a copy of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and that one's complete, but also, like I said, the condition's a little bit rough on the disc, so I'm gonna have to resurface that, but I know how to, so it's no problem. And then I also picked up Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. Come on, focus. For my people here, there we go. All right, so picked that up as well, so that's pretty nice. And again, I'm gonna have to do a little resurfacer on that. And again, sorry I didn't mention that, but all of those there were $6 each, so pretty cool deal, I think, right there. If I can get this to focus. I know it's a little light condition, so I'm having some issues here, I think, but that's all right. You guys get the idea. And then also there were some Super Nintendo games on the shelf, and these are probably the first cartridge things I've picked up from thrift stores in a very long time. So pretty happy to find these. Nothing like super epic, but some fun games nonetheless. The first one here, and they were only charging $2 for it, which is pretty amazing, is Top Gear. So that's kind of nice. Also picked up a copy, and this is interesting because I was looking for this game for a long time at, you know, when I was out and about because I heard it was a good game. And I do have it in my collection already, but it's a copy of Uniracers. And I finally found it out in the wild, even though I have a copy of this already. I eventually found it, even though I was looking for it for quite some time. And then finally, probably the best of the three is F-Zero. So pretty cool right there. Again, all of those were $2 each. I don't really see prices like that these days, especially on Super Nintendo games. So I think I did a pretty good score all around right there. Pretty interesting was the fact that in the store at the exact same time, and the guy who was there before I was there, was a guy who pretty much is there every single day, and he's always picking up quality video games. He's always picking up lots of different things that he's going to resell, and I know he does collect video games, but he resells a lot of other stuff. And he was standing in the exact same aisle when I grabbed these, so I don't know how he missed it, because it's probably something I think that he would sort of beeline toward when it came out, or if it was on the shelf, he would have been there first, but apparently he wasn't, or if he wasn't interested in those, or not in the condition that they were in. But I'm surprised that I was able to get those, because he was literally standing in the same aisle looking at the bookshelf while I was running over to grab. I just saw the Super Nintendo cartridges from like miles away, and I kind of ran over there to grab them, and I got them right out from under somebody else, which it doesn't happen too often to me these days. Usually I'm on the losing end of that. So really happy to be able to find some quality items here at really great prices, that's for sure. That's everything I got for you this time around. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I'll see you all later.